Hello everybody, welcome back to the review Vault for All. Today we're looking at two different types of Spider-Man collectibles, one for the shelf and one for the wall. We got the Spider-Man Core Bust Bank, which is a piggy bank right there. That is a piggy bank. And this Amazing Spider-Man number 137 glass frame 3D wall art piece, both celebrating one of Marvel's most iconic heroes. And of course, we're talking about Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man. Right away, this bust captures that classic Spider-Man look. So let's take a closer look at it. This is a piggy bank. As you can see, I still have that price tag on it. This is a piggy bank, as you can see. It's where you put the coins in. And this obviously is where you open it to take out the coins, right? This isn't a movie version. This is comic book Spider-Man, as you can tell. For those of you who know. Looking at the sculpt details of this, the red mask with raised web patterning, very iconic. We all know his mask, right? Sharp white eyes with black outlining. The classic black spider emblem on the chest, right? And blue suit sections with webbed underarm panels. This is the comic book Spider-Man. The webbing sculpt is the outstand here. It's textured enough to feel dimensional, like it's 3D, but not overdone. It feels like a three-dimensional comic panel, right? The pose and energy. One fist is raised. The other hand is in mid-web shooting gesture, which is very cool. We all know that when Spider-Man does this hand gesture, he's about to shoot webs out of his wrist here. That combination gives it action without needing the full body. That is something that you have probably obviously noticed by now. There is no full body. It's cut off, right? But you don't even need the full body for it to be an action-packed pose, as you can see here. So what is the functionality of this? Well, it's a piggy bank. That's it. It's a piggy bank, but you could also use it as a figure if you want, because it doesn't really look like it. It looks more of a figure than a piggy bank, which is pretty cool, because if you don't tell anybody it's a piggy bank and you just have it there, nobody would even think it's a piggy bank unless they see the slot that is discreetly positioned in the back. As I've mentioned, the removable base plug, right? It doesn't interfere with the display presence. Thankfully, it's very well positioned here, right? On the bottom. It's not like in a weird place like here, and then like you turn it and you're like, oh, that's weird. Why does Spider-Man have a black thing there? It's not anywhere awkward. Imagine it was here. No, it's positioned very carefully on the back here. Boom. Out of sight, out of mind. It works both as a collectible and a novelty functional piece. Once again, it's a piggy bank. Or it's a collectible. Taking a look at that in the back, we could see the Amazing Spider-Man number 137 3D glass framed wall art. Now this one's a different vibe. This framed piece features the cover of the Amazing Spider-Man issue 137, released in October 1974. And on this cover, you could see Spider-Man swings through a shattered window. The Green Goblin is below. And the classic bold yellow Amazing Spider-Man title text. We could see here that Spider-Man is saying, Mary Jane, Aunt May, Flash Thompson, all of them at the mercy of the Green Goblin. Let them go now. And the Green Goblin replies, on the contrary, wall crawler, come 1 inch closer and I'll blow them all to bits. It's one of those vintage Bronze Age era covers that feels instantly nostalgic. This piece isn't just art, it's comic history. Some visual details. This 3D wall art. 3D because if you take a closer look at it, you could actually see. You see why it's called 3D? That's why it's called 3D. Because it's like glass. There's a glass and then there's like actual paper art in the back. So it's 20 inches by 15 inches, which gives it a strong wall presence. It's pretty big. The glass front adds a clean finish. 3D lettering gives depth to Spider-Man and background elements. And the colors are bold, bright reds, greens, and yellows. The layered effect makes Spider-Man look like he's coming off the page. It feels like a freeze frame moment from the 1970s comic era. This works best above a desk. I have put it on my wall where I could easily look at it. It's big enough to look across from the room. And it's nice when you pair it with, other comic collectibles, such as this figure or piggy bank. It's not subtle wall decor, it's statement art. So comparing these two, shelf versus wall, the bust bank is a physical presence and close-up appreciation item, right? The wall art is visual nostalgia, historical cover art, and a far away item. Together they create a layered Spider-Man display, one grounded in classic comic identity. My final thoughts: the bust bank captures Spider-Man's physical presence, while the art piece captures his legacy. If you're building a Spider-Man display setup, combining the sculpted piece with the framed comic art creates depth instead of cluster. And honestly, classic comic Spider-Man never goes out of style. Whether you're saving coins in a web slinger bust or hanging a piece of Bronze Age comic history on your wall, both of these pieces celebrate what makes Spider-Man timeless. Friendly neighborhood hero in collectible form. So if you're a Spider-Man fan and you are interested in buying either this 3D wall art or this Spider-Man piggy bank, I would highly recommend it. This combo is definitely something that will capture your eye every time you see it. Both are big enough to see from across the room, which is good. So I would 100% recommend getting these. The piggy bank here cost me $20, and believe it or not, this 3D wall art does not say how much it cost. I did buy it a while ago, but I think I could safely bet that it actually did not cost me that much. It was less than $20 where I bought it, so not that cheap. This is less than a $40 combo, and it's something that I would say it's very worth the money. So if you're interested and have the money for it, I would definitely recommend getting it. If you liked this review and you want more, check out my channel. I have review videos on very vast merchandise and collectibles from anime figures, Marvel, and even singers such as vinyls. So if you're interested in that, check out my channel for more review videos and come back next time for more. Leave a comment below, leave a like, and I'll see you next time.